The Triple Dark is the second episode of Star Wars Resistance, showing us how Kaz adjusts to life as a mechanic on Colossus Station and revealing that the First Order isn't the only threat out in wild space. Today we break it all down. The story begins as Kaz unpacks his belongings, including an old racing trophy that reminds him of home. A Neimoidian client brings in a Clone Wars-era shuttle for a tune-up, and Kaz immediately struggles to motivate himself to maintain his cover when he'd much rather be running around spying, even though he doesn't really know how to spy in the first place. His absent-mindedness and lack of mechanical knowledge injures Niku and raises suspicions about who he really is. He's sent down to Acquisitions for a part and uses that time as a chance to eavesdrop on a sinister-sounding conversation. He winds up just attracting the attention of some criminals who try and fail to steal his trophy, which is revealed to be very valuable. The detour makes him very late delivering the part, earning him the anger of the rest of the crew. As Kaz works on the ship, he overhears some suspicious communications from their client before he leaves, and he soon learns that the client is a spy after all, but of a different sort. Instead of helping the First Order, he helps pirates attack the station. Before he can warn anyone, the same criminal from before tries to rob him of his trophy and the pirates attack. Kaz sacrifices his trophy to save the criminal's life. From the ground, he uses his wits and some knowledge he picked up as a mechanic to disable the pirates' communications, forcing them to retreat. Back with the First Order, we learn that they are supporting the pirates to covertly take control of Colossus Station. Compared to the premiere episode, I didn't think the Triple Dark was as strong. I can see it getting slapped with the filler label, even though it still moved the main plot forward with the pirate attack and the revelation that they are working with the First Order. I really liked the pirate designs. They had cobbled together Imperial armor and even ugly starfighters, which I thought was a nice touch. I wonder if the First Order is actually supplying them with old Imperial equipment. While Kaz is still incredibly goofy, I thought the story surrounding him in this episode was good. His only real interest is in being a spy, and he has trouble accepting that he also has to learn to be a mechanic along with that. He's so eager to be a spy and to feel like a member of the Resistance, but all it does is get him into trouble. He's completely oblivious to the fact that he even needs a cover. He thinks people would be just as excited as he is to know that he works for the Resistance, but Yeager tells him the average person doesn't even know what the Resistance is. Maintaining his cover is just as important to his mission as finding information. He laments early on that he knows how to fly spaceships, not fix them, but I like that in the end he is able to save the station with mechanical ingenuity and not his piloting skills. A moment that I think helps offset Kaz's complete ineptitude as a spy is when he saves Greville, the Alina criminal, from the pirates. He sacrifices his racing trophy to help someone that's been nothing but awful to him, and we can see that Kaz has a good heart that's in the right place, even if it's often misguided. All in all, this was a fine episode. I didn't think it was as good as last week's The Recruit, but I think it was far better than the second episode of Star Wars Rebels, Droids in Distress. Also, compared to early episodes of Rebels, the character design in Resistance has been fantastic so far. Colossus Station is covered in people, and unlike those early days of Rebels, everyone feels unique. There are also a variety of alien species used from the original, prequel, and sequel trilogies. Before wrapping up, it's time to cover the little fun or interesting facts that I noticed. First, I just like that the Neimoidian refers to his ship as a classic, since it's from the prequel era. Kaz lies about working at a ship factory on Coruscant, and I'm just glad the planet was mentioned at all. I feel like it's been kept in the background for too long. I already mentioned the pirates with their Imperial gear and ugly ships, but something interesting I noticed is that Griff Halloran didn't fly out to defend the station. When the Aces aren't racing, they're supposed to fight off threats like that. There might be a production reason for this, but I think it's strange the ex-Imperial pilot was the only one that didn't fly against cobbled-together Imperial ships. I'm sure there were more fun hidden details that I missed, so if you caught any, leave them in the comments, and let me know what you thought of the episode. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.